continue in and do my other eye. I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and I'm using that with a angled brush to clean up underneath of my brows. Now this concealer is super thick and I usually don't like it for this, but I can't find my NARS complete concealer, so I don't suggest covering your entire eye because this stuff is so thick you can definitely buff it out, which is what I'm going to do with a larger shader brush. So I thin it out just as much as I can, that way it doesn't crease because it's too thick. And then I take just a little bit of some translucent powder and cover that. And then with this Give Me Glow Cosmetics CB13 brush in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. And I'm going to be taking this, and I'm taking this shade into the crease and blending it a little bit above. Then with this Luxie 229 tapered blending brush, I'm going into the green in this palette. Now with this color, I'm going into the crease and keeping it on that outer corner as well. And I'm going to start blending this towards the inner corner. Now I really think it's best to take little bits in with this color at a time. I wouldn't get the brush too saturated with this because it does blend out a little bit more pigmented. This is exactly what I wanted from the green in that e.l.f. Palette that I recently reviewed that I did not like. It's pigmented, it shows up the same color. I'm not really worrying about how messy I am towards the end of the eye because I'm going to clean that up with a makeup wipe. Alright, so now I'm going back into that concealer. Now I'm just going to take the littlest amount that I can. Like I said, I do not recommend using this concealer to cut your crease. It's so thick. And I am kind of putting it here to rest, but I do end up having to put it there anyways. But I'm going to start in the inner corner and just work up to where my crease starts. So where that skin starts to fold in. And then I'm just covering the entire lid until it gets to that outer corner. So now I'm taking this champagne color, and this is the color that I'm going to set all on top of that concealer that we added. I'm just adding it with my finger right now. And then I'll use a smaller brush in the corners where my fat fingers can't get to. And I'm also going to highlight my brow bone. That same color. Yes, this just highlights all those hairs I need to pluck. Going back in with that green so I can clean up all the edges. And then I'm also going back in with that tan shade that we put in the crease and just blending that out and up a little bit more. Now I'm going to take a makeup wipe and clean up this outer corner. I smell got purple all over my face. Alright, then with this BH Cosmetics eyeliner, I'm going to just make a thin line of eyeliner on top of my lash line. And then for lashes, I'm using my Cocoa Lashes in the shade Stella, as I usually do. Hi guys, so got a little Christmas tutorial. Alright, so I've already done my eyes, obviously, and I've already primed my skin. So for foundation, I'm going to be mixing this Milani Conceal and Perfect with this Ordinary foundation in the shade 1.2 Neutral. I promise I'm going to paint my fingernails soon. I just added a little bit of the Ordinary's 1.0 because I felt like that was a little bit too tan. And now I think we're good to go. Using my favorite Maybelline sponge. So full coverage. Anytime I mix that Milani with anything, it's full coverage. I really just add the Ordinary in to make it nice and pale. So thank you guys for all your sweet comments on my last video. I literally swear I don't do crack. I don't know what happened to me in that video. I could not keep anything like any track of conversation, but some of you guys appreciated it. I don't know why, but I'm really glad. I think I literally just need human interaction. Like, I'm not being dramatic when I say I only leave my house once, maybe twice a week. Oh, this week I am pre-recording for my first week at work. Alright, so I'm using this Sleek Cream Contour Kit. I'm going to be dipping into this bronzy shade first. As you can see, I'm hitting pan on this because I like it a lot. I'm putting this a little bit above my cheekbones. And putting this a little bit outside of the contours of my forehead. I'm also going to put it on my nose, because I like to make it look a little thinner and shorter. And then I'm going into this darkest shade to actually contour. I'm going, oh my gosh, I just want to keep my hair out of it. I'm going right into the contours of the cheeks and with this one. I'm going to blend my forehead out really carefully so that it doesn't get in my wig. So I don't really understand the point of like a Christmas glam, because I don't typically do anything for Christmas except for like go be with my family, and that's usually like, we are like morning Christmas people. Like we're talking like 5 o'clock in the morning. Now since my siblings have had like kids, we start a little bit later. But when I was growing up, we were up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. The only rule was that we had to make my parents coffee. I pinch my sponge in order to blend out the edges of that nose contour, because I don't want to blend it away. But I don't want it to be unblended. For the highlights of my face, I'm using my ColourPop concealer in the shade Fair 5. For my under eyes, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. If I'm not looking up, it's because all the lights are really bright. So I think I know what's giving me migraines now, and they have literally not stopped. I've had them every single night. I think it might be my bottom teeth coming in. I'm not sure what you call those, the molars or something like that. I'm not really sure. But I think that might be what it is. But I just enrolled in dental insurance, so thank the Lord for the timing on that one. Again, pinching my little sponge. I'm having some really weird dry skin right here, which is like alarming. Not really sure why. Alright, so this is my new favorite under eye setting brush. This is the G35. Can I just tell you that this is the most perfect shape? So I'm dipping into my RC Made No Color powder and I'm just patting this on underneath. And it is the perfect shape. Oh, but my under eye looks so gross. I shouldn't have filmed today because of that, but I really want to go into work head on videos. That way I have a couple of days to adjust without missing any videos, you know? What's happening over there? Hopefully with all the lights you guys can't see it. Alright, to powder, bronze, and contour, I'm using this middle shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. That's what I've been using a lot lately. I'm not really sure why. Sometimes I just switch products. I'm really nervous to go back to the doctor just because my foot has been swelling a lot lately. I think I'm nervous for both. Like, I'm nervous for him to be like, okay, you're good to go, go walk, go back to work. Just because I haven't been doing anything. So it's hard to imagine going back to life completely normal. I'm using this contour shade right here now. But I'm also really nervous for him to say, oh yeah, just take another couple of weeks off, because then I'm gonna lose my mind. Whatever's left of it. I'm taking this BH Cosmetics Classic Blush 10 Color Palette, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I think this is just a pretty pink shade. And I always like to hit my nose too. I'm going to take that same sponge into that same setting powder and I'm going to clean up my contour. I saw a couple of people asking about Flashback and this powder. If you don't have pale skin like me, like I said I'm not the palest, but I do have pale skin. If you don't have pale skin, I definitely do not recommend using this because it will flash back. I know because I used to have tanner skin and I could not use that powder like everyone else used it, and I had a 10-ounce jar. So I'm going to use that same G35 brush and clean off my powder. And I'm not going to highlight. I'm going to keep this face matte. But I'm going to use my Mario Badescu setting spray. I like to use a lot of setting spray, not because I think it's going to make my makeup last any longer, but because it takes away the powder look, so I really like that. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be back. Alright, so I took my hair down and I finished my eyebrows and I just put some mascara on my bottom lashes, and now I'm taking Christmas Cookie from the Jeffree Star Glitter Collection. Oh yeah, this is like the perfect color for this hair. This is like my natural lip skin, but better. Alright, so that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's not super color themed, but I thought with the green and the cream and the pink, I thought it was a nice like Christmassy look, I'm not really sure. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video.